100 pip jockey here, and of course it's the start of a new week, right? So we're looking to see what are the opportunities that are going to present itself. Um, Yesterday, that's on Sunday night, or even Sunday afternoon, you should have done some homework. Um, you know, basically get an idea of what is happening, what what you think might happen, and what you plan to do for the week, right? We know the market has a mind of its own, but you should have some sort of analysis where you're saying the probability of this happening is so forth, right? At the end of the day, the market always takes its own direction, and so we still have to wait on the market. However, you have to have some sort of plan if certain things happen, and what you're going to do or what you hope to do, right? Okay, so generally speaking, the start of the new trading week, which should be on Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, you take a look on your weekly calendar, right, to see what's going to be happening in terms of if you have any news that will increase the volatility of the market, right? So generally what we're looking for in terms of the news, anything associated with the US, because we're trading spot gold, right? That's the spot gold that we're trading is what is this again? Right, it's the XAU USD. Alright, so that's what we're looking at this time. Alright, so we see for Monday, nothing happening much on the US side, right? Steady day. Tuesday, nothing much happening where the US is concerned either, right? Wednesday, again, nothing much coming out for Wednesday. Well, that would be Tuesday. Wednesday, nothing much again on the US in terms of news. Thursday, nothing much again for the US on the US news. But Friday, definitely we'll have some stuff happening on Friday, because Friday is the CPI index, right? The consumer price index. That's at 8:30. Alright, so you definitely will be having some movement on Friday. It's always risky to trade the news. It can be done. At times I've noticed you can trace a retracement because it always flashes and it pushes in one direction heavy, and then it calms down and then pretty much retraces, right? But again, you have to look to see what's happening. So you definitely know that you will have some volatility, some serious movement in the market on Friday, right? So it would be about at 8:30. Obviously, whatever calendar you're using, you would, depending on the region you're gonna use this to make sure you get the correct time based on the region you are, right? So that's that situation right there. So this, as it stands here, you see it's GMT -4, so the times that you're getting right here is for GMT -4 hours, right? For me, I'm using, I think it's, what is this now? It's Eastern versus UTC, but I know it's -5. Not in Havana, but it's nearest to my region anyway. Alright, so that is what I'm using. Then what happens is that you will look here. This is what actually is the correct time to your region after you have made that adjustment. Alright, so you would look here and that would give you the correct time. Alright, up to the minute pretty much. Alright, so based on the for news events that we have to keep in mind, we know the CPI is coming on Friday. So the market may not do a lot of movement until then. Alright, in terms of volatility. However, just although there will be a lot of movement on Friday, the fact that the market will not be so volatile, there might be an opportunity to trade because it's not so volatile. However, you have to you have to really be on cue with your strategy in terms of you make sure you enter your entries on time, exit on time, right? So as you can see here, again, planning for the week, I literally start from way out in terms of the time frame, monthly, just to get an understanding of what is happening, right? Monthly, you can see the market is still at record high, right? So a couple of things we can expect here. We can expect possibly just like here, could come down. I mean, it's going right up. But this movement actually happened from 2008 straight up to 2010. Wow. Alright, so this one is from 2019 or 2020. Alright, so you could have a serious retracement coming back. Could touch the green alligator line here and go back up, or it could cut it and come back here and turn into a bearish, go into a bearish movement. Right? Alright, so keeping that in mind, weekly, just weekly magnifies the movement a little bit more. Alright, go to daily. Daily, you see that the market is pretty much just going across right now, so it's pretty much it's going in a channel, right? And you will have some movement out of that channel eventually, right? And we hope to catch that movement. Go to 4 hours, alright? You see the channel a little bit clearer. So you have a smaller inner channel here, and you have a larger channel, right? Alright, so that's what we're looking at. So we go to the 1 hour. 1 hour. Last week, this was last week, Friday. All of this was last week, Friday here. It was a news event, and so it really was flashing, came back down, eventually went back up, and then waved, and so it pretty much retraced everything that all the movement that went down right here. So it retraced it. Obviously you don't know what the market is going to do, so but pay attention. That's what is happening. All right. So generally, if you watch my previous videos, you know that I use a 1 hour definitely to decide whether or not to enter, right? And generally conditions we're waiting on, we generally tend to trade breakouts, right? Breakouts, change of directions. A breakout can be a change of direction anyway. Yeah, so we tend to breakouts, that's what we're looking for. So on the bigger picture, looking at it from the bigger picture, right? There will be some sort of breakout here because it's trading in a channel. Um, the candles are a little bit compressed, right? And when the MACD is on the 0 line, then you know there's going to be a breakout, right? So when it's on the 0 line, or it's trading adjacent to that flat movement, then you know you're gonna have some sort of breakout. Okay? And the EDX is highly intertwined. Generally you'll see it intertwined as well for the alligator. Okay? But the 1 hour chart is pretty much what we're using. Generally speaking, right now, the trend line for the EDX is telling you, in terms of a long-term trend, very small. Probability of a long-term trend is very small. It's going up here a little bit, but again, you have to watch it to see what's happening. The MACD lines on 0, right? But a trade like this, so you have to look on everything together and decide what you're doing. So, but I did touch it a little bit this morning. As you can see, the balance is now 343. But was it 343 before? Where was it? Anyway, I think I lost about $10 and gained 27 or something like that. Yeah, but right, so it's you have to know what you're doing, right? And but the thing is, I think if this was like the Euro USD right here, this would not be something that I'll be looking to trade. I'm not seeing why that is. Right, a Euro USD would not be something that I'll be looking to trade. How do I get that here? Anyway, check that off. Alright, the Euro USD would not be something that I'm looking to trade because movement compared to the transfer, the movement compared to the spot gold, this is just not enough movement for me, right? So it's not enough movement based on the amount of money that I'm using, right? And I just find, and I guess it has been pretty choppy. But at this point in time, I just prefer the spot gold, right? And so that is what we're working with at this time. See if we can find it right. And so we're working with the spot gold, right? And when I see the movement, for example, we go to the 5-minute chart here. For the spot gold, you can spot gold here. One of these squares, you're looking at about 180 pips. Let's see if I'm correct here. I mean, the market is a little bit calm now anyway, right? And this is 5 minutes. So for the 5 minutes here, the 5 minutes for the Euro USD, and let's see what is on there. What's this 37, right? So it's 41 pips, right? So to get the same type of movement, I just feel a little bit more comfortable trading the spot go, right? And because you just have more, you'll be able to get more movement. So so go to 1 minute here. All right. So pretty much. So the market is tying up, so you're going to have some sort of movement, right? So pretty much this is right. So the movement is just more here. So for 0.1, my lot size of course is 0.1, means that for every 100 pips, then I make $10. So that's the type of movement that I'm getting in the spot goal. So I think it's just a little bit less risky for me once you know what lot size you're using. Right? And you're able to handle it, then it's just less risky for me, and I'm not taking any doing any obscene risk taking in terms of my lot size and all of that. So yeah, I feel a little bit more comfortable with it. I'm gonna check out some other pairs which I've been doing, but there's a couple other pairs that I said I wanted to check out to see what's happening. But that is pretty much it. I think in this market right now, basically trend is very low in terms of the 1 hour. I think if I can make $50 per day, I'll be good. And then wait to see what's happening with when the CPI comes. Again, that's very risky because the market is flashing. That means that your stop loss would have to be wide enough to accommodate the flashes, right? And you have to reaction have to be very quick in terms of in and out of the market, because the candles are, it's just movement on the candles really fast. So whatever you're doing, if you watch my, I think second to last video, all right, you see the movement is very fast. Right? Just actually trading a news event, and you have to be aware of yourself, make your decisions quickly, and you're in, you're out. Right? Capture the movement, and that's it. Right? So everything you're doing, you have to keep into consideration the larger time frame at all times. Right? So with that said, pretty much is basically full steam until Friday. Don't do anything crazy, but there may be opportunities there to take a little bite until. Alright, so that's it for today, I believe. Peace out. Obviously, definitely remember to subscribe and turn your notifications on. Alright, so until next time, guys, be conservative and protect your deposits. Peace out.